Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us quickly recall what we have seen in last 1 or 2 lectures. We have started with differential calculus. In that we are studying successive derivative or nth derivative. Okay. So we have started with derivative of some standard function. In that first was e raised to ax, whose nth derivative is a raised to n e raised to ax. Then a raised to x, whose nth derivative is a raised to x times log a raised to n. Then the polynomial ax plus b raised to m, where m can be any number. So its nth derivative is m into m minus 1, m minus 2 up to m minus n plus 1 into a raised to n, ax plus b e raised to m minus n. Okay, then we made some cases on m. So if we write that m as minus m, where m is positive integer, then we have derived formula for nth derivative is minus 1 raised to n, m into m plus 1, m plus 2, and so on, m plus n minus 1 into a raised to n upon x plus b raised to m plus n. So when m is positive integer and m is greater than n, then we have m factorial a raised to n ax plus b raised to m minus n upon m minus n factorial. Then if m and n are equal, that means order of derivative and degree of that polynomial are equal, then nth derivative is n factorial into a raised to n. Okay, and obviously if degree of that polynomial is less than order of derivative, then it will be 0. Okay, then if y is equal to x raised to n, then its n minus 1 derivative is n factorial into x. Okay, it is not n minus 1 factorial, keep in mind. Then we have studied nth derivative of ax plus b raised to minus 1 or 1 upon ax plus b. So that formula is minus 1 raised to n into n factorial a raised to n upon ax plus b raised to n plus 1. Then y is equal to log of ax plus b. Then its nth derivative is minus 1 raised to n minus 1, n minus 1 factorial a raised to n upon ax plus b raised to n. Okay, so next was sine of bx plus c, whose nth derivative is b raised to n sine of bx plus c plus n pi by 2. Okay, and similarly, if y is cos of bx plus c, then I ask you to prove this yn is equal to b raised to n cos of bx plus c plus n pi by 2. Okay, so up to this point we have covered last time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, others are with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
all right, thank you. So now we'll start with nth derivative of the function e raised to x into sine of bx plus c. Okay, so you know that first derivative you can immediately calculate using that product rule, but again, to find out second derivative or third derivative or 15th derivative, you can't apply product rule again and again. Of course, whatever general formula we have derived is using same technique, that you will have to take first derivative using product rule and then do some substitution. So we have not considered proof of this thing, how we are getting this nth derivative as r raised to n e raised to x sine of bx plus c plus n theta. But proof is easy, okay, but it will take time. That's why we avoided that proof. Where r is under root a square plus b square, where a is this coefficient of x in e raised to x, b is coefficient of x into sine of bx plus c, okay, and theta is tan inverse b by a, okay. If you want proof of this thing, I'll post it on our group, but right now proof is not required for us. Is that clear? Please note this down. If y is equal to e raised to x into sine of bx plus c, then its nth derivative is under root a square plus b square raised to n e raised to x sine of bx plus c plus n into tan inverse b by a. Okay. Can we go to eighth one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is on similar line. If y is e raised to x cos of bx plus c, then its nth derivative is r raised to n e raised to x into cos of bx plus c plus n theta, where r is under root a square plus b square, and theta is tan inverse b by a. Okay. So let us quickly summarize whatever we have studied. I mean, nth derivative के formulae. So before that, you write it down, e raised to x into cos of bx plus c. Done? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is what we have mentioned in tabular form, that function and its nth derivative. So I will not go into detail because I have already explained this and I have already shared this PDF with you. But keep in mind that you are going to use this while solving problems. Okay. So first is e raised to 5x. What is its nth derivative? Immediately, can you tell me?
a to the power n e a to the a to the power
Sorry,
n.
repeat.
So 5 to the power n into e to the power 5x.
Yeah, okay. Now it is correct. Okay, that is a standard formula. Then second, sine 2x into cos 3x. As I told you, right now we don't know how to take nth derivative of a product of two function. Okay, even if you know individually nth derivative of sine 2x and nth derivative of cos 3x, but you don't know how to take nth derivative of product. So you need to club them, and in that case, those trigonometric formulae are going to help you. So divide and multiply by 2. So 1 by 2 into 2 cos of 3x sine 2x. So 2 cos A sin B or 2 sin A cos B, whichever formula you like, you can apply, which is sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Okay. Now you know nth derivative of sine 5x. So 5 raised to n, that is b raised to n, sine of bx plus n pi by 2. Okay, minus 1 raised to n, coefficient of x is 1, so 1 raised to n, that is 1, into sine of x plus n pi by 2 is the nth derivative. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then third is cos raised to 4x. Again, you don't know nth derivative of cos raised to 4x. So because there is no direct formula for it, you need to simplify it, okay, into such function like sine 5x minus sine x, whose nth derivative you know. So cos square x you can write as 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. Okay, and it is power 4, so raised to 2. Okay, cos square x raised to 2, out of which cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. So raised to 2. All right, fine. First step is clear? Yeah. Okay. So then square it. So 1 by 4, 1 plus 2 cos 2x plus cos square 2x. Again, this cos square is creating problem for us. So 1 by 4, 1 plus 2 cos 2x. What is cos square 2x? 1 plus cos 4x upon 2. Okay. Now you can adjust the terms. So this is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So 2 to the 4 cos 2x plus cos 4x. Okay. Is this step clear? Second last step. Once you multiply by 2 to this term, so this is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Then 4 cos 2x, and this term is cos 4x. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me nth derivative. Anybody? Nth derivative of this function? 1 by 8 is constant in multiplication, so that will be as it is. Take nth derivative of this bracket. What is nth derivative of 3?
0.
0.
Okay. Then 4 is multiplication. What is nth derivative of cos 2x?
Cos of 2x plus n pi by 2.
And 2 raised to n is missing here, isn't it?
So b raised to n, right? 2 raised to n is missing.
So that madam has forgot to write 2 raised to n. Please.
In the case of 4x also, ma'am has forgotten to write, I
Yeah,
think.
4 raised to n is there. So please note this down. Here it is 4 into 2 raised to n cos of 2x plus n pi by 2 plus 4 raised to n cos of 4x plus n pi by 2. All right.
Can you repeat?
Sir,
See,
can you just show me the upper part of the page, sir? Just scroll up just for a little bit. Yeah, just.
fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next is,
Sir, can
yes.
you repeat the final answer again? I want to write it.
See, this 2 raised to n is missing in last solution.
Yes, sir.
What is formula for nth derivative of cos 2x? it is 2 raised to n cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. So 2 raised to n is missing. That's what I was saying. And here also 4 raised to n is missing.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So next is, what is 100th derivative of sine 2x? What is it? Anybody?
Sir, in the formula, instead of n, we'll put 100. So,
Yeah. So 2 raised to 100. So b raised to n. So 2 raised to 100 sine of 2x plus n pi by 2. N is 100. So which is 50 pi. So sine 2x plus 50 pi. What is it?
Sine 2x.
Sine 2x. Okay. So 2 raised to 100 sine 2x is the 100th derivative of sine 2x. All right. Then what is the 99th derivative of 3x plus 2? No, she has asked to find out 100 derivative first and then 99th. What is 100 derivative of this function?
0.
Yes. What about others? Is it 0?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good.
Yes, sir.
Because order of derivative,
Derivative.
yeah, n is greater than m, therefore its 100 derivative is 0. What about 99th derivative?
3 to the power 99.
E ki power? 3 ki power? Okay.
3
Yeah.
to the power.
Yeah, good. 3 ki power 99
So into 99 factorial.
into
Into
99
3x
factorial.
plus 2.
Into 3x plus 2.
Are you sure?
Oh no, there'll be only one there.
No,
Zero.
there will be 1. Sorry, sir. 99 minus 99 will be equal to 0. It will be 1. Yeah.
So y 99 is equal to 3 raised to 99 into 99 factorial, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you want me to show that formula again? Or it's fine?
It's fine, sir.
What about others?
Yes, sir.
Sir, show once more. No, sir, please.
Fine. Let me show that formula once again so that. See, x plus b raised to m and degree of this polynomial is equal to order of derivative. Then it is n factorial into a raised to n. A is coefficient of x. Okay. Now in this case, 99 is n and it is equal to m. Okay. So can you tell me 99th derivative? Yes.
3 raised to 99 into 99 factorial.
Yeah. Is that clear to everyone?
Sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Then quickly, what is nth derivative of log of 3x plus 4? As we discussed in last lecture, it is minus 1 raised to n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into a raised to n, where a is coefficient of x. So 3 raised to n upon ax plus b raised to n. So 3x plus 4 raised to n. Okay. So then next is find nth derivative of 1 upon x plus 1 into x plus 2. I think we have already discussed this, but we'll discuss it again. Okay. So at this moment, you don't have a general formula to find out nth derivative. Okay. Because it is product of two linear functions or polynomials. Okay, ax plus b and cx plus d. It is product. So you need to split it. So the tool is using partial fraction. Okay, so 1 upon x plus 1 into x plus 2 you can write as a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 2. Okay, if you find this coefficient a and b, everybody know how to find those coefficient?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, is equal to numerator of that function. So that is 1. So substitute x is equal to minus 1, you will get b, and substitute x is equal to minus 2, you will get a, or vice versa. Okay, so that is easy. I don't think I should explain it. So 1 upon 1 is a and minus 1 is b. 1 upon x plus 1 minus 1 upon x plus 2. So using formula 1 upon ax plus b, whose nth derivative is minus 1 raised to n into n factorial a raised to n upon ax plus b raised to n plus 1. So a is coefficient of x is 1 in both the cases. So minus 1 raised to n into n factorial 1 की power n, which is 1, upon x plus 1 raised to n plus 1. This minus as it is, minus 1 raised to n, n factorial into again 1 raised to n, that is 1, upon x plus 2 raised to n plus 1. Is that clear? Yes?
1 minute, sir. Where to write,
Excuse
sir?
me, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, I didn't get. Sir, it was saying that how to find a and b. I understood, but sir, it is saying that by formula y is equal to ax plus b.
1 upon
Sir,
x plus b.
yeah, 1 upon ax plus b. Sir, how, sir?
We have derived this. Okay, let me go back again. This we have derived. Here it is. Okay, 1 upon x plus b. And how to get this formula? Let me show it here. Yeah. If y is equal to 1 upon x plus b raised to m, then you substitute m is equal to 1. Okay.
Okay.
So if you substitute m is equal to 1, so that will be minus 1 raised to n, 1 into 2 into 3 up to m. Right? Up to n. So
Yes,
1,
sir.
2, 3 up to n is n factorial. So minus 1 raised to n into n factorial a raised to n upon ax plus b raised to m plus n. Is that fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Can you go to the next example?
Sir, just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
All right.
Yes, sir. Sir, I've written. You can change.
All right. So second is find nth derivative of 1 upon 1 minus 5x plus 6x square. Okay. Again, right now you can't find nth derivative of this function because this is quadratic polynomial. Okay. So, and we don't know what is nth derivative of 1 upon quadratic polynomial. So what you do is you do partial fraction of this. So what are the factors of 6x square plus 5x minus 5x plus 1? 2x minus 1 into 3x minus 1. Isn't it?
Yes.
I hope everybody understood this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once you factorize, you write that function as a upon 2x minus 1, that is first factor, plus b upon second factor, that is 3x minus 1. Now do this cross multiplication, a into 3x minus 1 plus b into 2x minus 1 is equal to numerator is equal to 1. Okay. Now you substitute x is equal to 1 by 2. You will get one coefficient. And then x is equal to 1 by 3. You will get second coefficient. Okay. Please check whether it is 2 and minus 3 or not. Okay. Do it. Just check whether these coefficients are 2 and minus 3 or not.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. So 2 is in multiplication. Can you tell me nth derivative of 1 upon 2x minus 1? 2 as it is, because it is in multiplication. What is nth derivative of 1 upon 2x minus 1? Yes. Anybody?
Minus 1 raised to n into n factorial into 2 raised to n into 2x minus 1 upon 2x minus 1
Raised to n plus 1.
raised to n plus 1.
Yeah, let me repeat it. Please note this down. If function is 1 upon ax plus b, then its nth derivative is minus 1 raised to n factorial, a raised to n upon ax plus b raised to n plus 1. Okay. So in this case, a is 2. Okay, coefficient of x is 2. So 2 raised to n into n factorial into minus 1 raised to n upon 2x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 minus this 3 as it is, because it is in multiplication. Then minus 1 raised to n factorial, a raised to n, a is 3. So 3 raised to n upon 3x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, suppose you have function, write down, x cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. X cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2.
We can do minus 1 plus 1 in the numerator.
Okay, then what will happen?
So then x cube minus 1 we can write separate it, and we can write it as x minus 1 into b square plus ab plus b square.
Okay.
So then, and then when we separate it, minus 1 will remain. So minus 1 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2 will remain. That we can solve how we solved this
Yeah.
question. And
Okay.
before that, the x cube minus 1 factor x minus 1 will get cancelled. So then
Okay.
quadratic upon x minus 2 will remain.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, yeah.
Sir,
All
can
right.
you repeat the question once again, please?
X cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2.
Sir,
Yeah.
we can multiply the denominator and then we can do long division, but that will be a very long process.
Okay. Whatever you said is the correct procedure. Whatever she has explained is one of the way for that problem. Okay, because there was adjustment of -1, and then you can easily cut out some factors and you will get easy function, isn't it? Because you can add and subtract that one, and that factor will get cancelled, x minus 1. But this will not happen every time, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case we will have to do long division. Divide numerator by denominator, actually do long division, and then simplify that problem. Okay, so this is what has mentioned, but I unfortunately I don't think you can read it. Is it readable?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, I'll read it out. Please write it down. If degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, if degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, then do actual long division, then do actual long division, and then apply partial fraction, and then apply partial fraction. Give me a moment. Huh? Okay, I repeat, if degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, then do actual long division and then take partial fraction. Okay, so here it is x cube upon, write down, x cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2, x cube upon x minus 1 into upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, now degree of numerator is 3 and degree of denominator is 2. All right, so do actual division. So what is polynomial at denominator? X square minus 3x plus 2. Okay, x square minus 3x plus 2 is the polynomial at denominator. Do the division and then we'll continue. Of course, it is there on screen, but you can't see it properly. Divide x cube by the polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2.
Yes, so we get x plus 3 as the other factor.
Yeah. Okay, what is quotient? quotient is x plus 3, remainder is 7x minus 6. Just check, everybody. Divide x cube by the polynomial x square minus 3x plus 2. You will get quotient as x plus 3 and remainder as 7x minus 6.
Yes, sir. It is coming.
Yeah. So how do you write x cube as x cube is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2 into quotient, that is x plus 3, plus remainder, that is 7x minus 6. Okay. X cube is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2 into x plus 3 plus remainder is 7x minus 6. Okay. Up to this step, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. What about others?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Now what is our requirement? Our function is x cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. That means you will have to divide by x minus 1 into x minus 2 to both sides. So x cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. So this will get cancelled. X square minus 3x plus 2 is nothing but x minus 1 into x minus 2. So x plus 3 as it is, plus 7x minus 6 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. Okay, is this step clear? X cube upon x minus 1 into x minus 2 is equal to x plus 3 plus 7x minus 6 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. Is this step clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now can you tell me what should we do next?
The partial fraction.
Partial fraction.
Of what? Of which function?
7x minus 6 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2.
Yeah, good. Okay, because you can see that degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator, then and only then you can go for partial fraction. So this function 7x minus 6 upon x minus 1 into x minus 2, you can write as a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 2. Okay, and if you do cross multiplication, so a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1 is equal to numerator, that is 7x minus 6. Please do this calculation. A into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1 is equal to 7x minus 6. So please check coefficients. Are they minus 1 and 8? Please check it.
Yes, sir. Minus 1 and 8.
All right. Others, please check.
Yes, sir. Minus 1 and 8.
Okay. Fine. So finally, this function y becomes x plus 3 plus this a is minus 1 upon x minus 1 plus 8 upon x minus 2. Okay. Fine. Up to this step, any doubt? Y is equal to x minus 3, x plus 3 minus 1 upon x minus 1 plus 8 upon x minus 2. This y will become like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
take its nth derivative. Okay. So 1 upon this minus as it is, nth derivative of 1 upon x minus 1 is minus 1 raised to n into n factorial into 1 raised to n, because coefficient of x is 1, upon x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 plus 8 as it is. Derivative of 1 upon x minus 2 is minus 1 raised to n factorial upon x minus 2 raised to n plus 1. Okay. Anybody wants to correct me at this point? There is one mistake here.
Sir, for n is equal to 1, we'll have to add an extra plus 1.
Yeah, good, 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 very good. Okay. So this is true for n greater equal to. This yn is true for n greater equal to, because she has not considered this x, isn't it? She has taken its derivative as 0. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to write first derivative separately, and then you can write yn for n greater equal to. So just write down y1 for this function and then yn. So what is y1? Y1 is equal to 1 minus 1 upon x minus 1 square plus 8 into minus 1 upon x minus 2 bracket square, isn't it? Write down y1 separately and then yn, and then you write n greater equal to.
Sir, why did you take minus common? How is minus coming common?
In this step, this minus she has written this minus
Sir,
1 upon x.
After that, when you're deriving for y, nth derivative of y, no?
Yeah, right. See,
Sir,
this minus as it is, so that is outside.
Achha, it's only for the first term. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
you can check this bracket.
I thought it was for common. Sorry, sir. my
No,
bad.
no. Yeah. Okay. Understood? So in such cases, you will have to write those derivatives separately, and then you can write in general form. I mean hereby, if you have quadratic polynomial here, okay, what will you write? Can you tell me? If you have quadratic polynomial here, what will you write? How will you write nth derivative?
They're in the form of square.
In the form of?
So in the form of ax plus b raised to m.
No. See, what I said is this nth derivative is true for n greater equal to. Do you believe that this nth derivative is true for n greater equal to?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Because she has not considered first derivative. She has directly taken derivative of x as 0. But its first derivative survives. It is 1. Okay. So you need to write its first derivative separately. Okay. And then you can write yn. Now in some cases, you will have quadratic polynomial here. Okay. For time being, let us assume that x square minus 3. So how will you write nth derivative in that case?
Y1 separately, Y2 separately, and then Yn.
Yeah, and that yn is true for n greater equal 3. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Very good. So if this is quadratic polynomial x square minus 3, suppose, then you write down y1 separately, y2 separately, and then yn. Okay, and that is n greater equal 3. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah, good. So there is one homework: find nth derivative of x cube upon x square minus 1. That's very easy. You can do it as homework. Let me complete this last problem and then we'll stop. Okay. So function is find nth derivative of 1 upon x minus 1 square into x minus 2. Okay. So I hope everybody know how to take nth derivative of such function. Yes. So 1 upon x minus 2, that is linear factor first, plus b upon x minus 1 plus c upon x minus 1 square. Okay. If it is cube, then plus d upon x minus 1 cube. Likewise. Okay. Now question is, how do we get this ABC?
So once we cross multiply, we'll equate the coefficient on both the sides.
Okay. How do you cross multiply? Tell me.
So for example, in this case, for A, we multiply it by x minus 1 square.
X minus 1 square. Okay. That means what you are doing is, you are multiplying by LCM of denominator.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is it?
X minus 1 square into x minus 2 is the LCM.
X minus 1 square into x minus 2. Okay. And then you multiply and you equate coefficient on both sides. Okay. And just check whether A is 1, B is minus 1, and C is also minus 1 or not. Okay. Please check it. If you have any problem, you can share within 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Find out ABC. Are they correct? Yes, are they correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about others?
Yes, sir, they are correct.
Okay.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Okay.
Correct,
Fine.
sir.
So by nth derivative formula, nth derivative of 1 upon x minus 2 you can take separately, that is minus 1 raised to n into n factorial upon x minus 2 raised to n plus 1. Then minus as it is, nth derivative of 1 upon x minus 1 is minus 1 raised to n. N factorial 1 raised to n is 1 upon x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Note that here it is 2. Okay. So therefore this minus as it is minus 1 raised to n, n plus 1 factorial upon x minus 1 raised to n plus 2. Okay, you know the direct formula for 1 upon x plus b raised to m, where m is 2. Okay, that formula you can use here. All right, so let us quickly go to this last problem. If degree of numerator is same as degree of denominator, then you can do adjustments. Okay, and what are those adjustments? So 2 by 5, you can take these coefficients out. Coefficient of x is numerator is 2, in denominator it is 5, so you take 2 by 5 out, then you write this 2x as 5x, then this will become 15 by 2, isn't it? If you take 2 out, 2 by 5 out, and then this 5x plus 7. Then plus 7 minus 7, add and subtract 7. Then 5x plus 7 you divide separately to each term. So 5x plus 7 upon 5x plus 7, that will become 1. Plus if you do this calculation, minus 7 plus 15 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 5x plus 7. So this whole thing will become 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 into 5x plus 7. Okay. And then you can easily take its nth derivative. Any doubt here? I hope it is straightforward.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
No, sir.
I have already shared this PDF with you. Okay. And I apologize for this bad quality of this page, this particular page. All right, so may I stop sharing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you mentioned your name and roll number in chat box?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Please do that, and then you can leave this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you.